Here's a quick 10-second plug for the sponsor of this video, lootcase.gg. You can open Dota treasures and CSGO cases and win items. Don't like what you won? Sell it back and try again. Use code MidasHim for a 15% deposit bonus.
Somewhat of a risk.
Navi's
a lot of physical damage. Phantom Assassin, Legion Commander. Terrorblade will have a pretty good matchup. When you're fighting over runes, a lot of right clicks traded. Again, 0 armor, 0 armor. Well, I guess Phantom Assassin has 4. And he's going to start things off by working down EGM General off to the side. And start poking into Loda as well. Dendy's going to take a lot of damage from those bolts of Handskin. But it will be a 2-for-2 exchange. Oh, shards! Perfect from Saniko! Trapping Handskin in the tower! That's first blood! What an absolute baller. Holy crap. Now, we've been seeing a lot, except for that first blood, of course, but, Loda's still CSing pretty happily, despite being up against a little bit more of an annoying hero in that Clockwork. These cogs serving to separate the creeps usually keeps those melee heroes out of the lane. But, of course, Phantom Assassin with the dagger, as long as she has enough mana to use it, is able to function normally as well. Jonas Fan taking a lot of damage over in the bottom area. Right click's going to be pretty high. I don't think it's enough. Just barely going to get himself out of there, and he'll shrine up in the base. Oh, Dendy getting to a fight with Limp in the meantime. EGM with the balls, trying to go for Dendy, but Saniko has arrived. Right click on EGM. Shards through, looking for Limp as well. They don't quite catch up to him, but need that Tusk there if that's going to happen. Going towards the bottom lane, though. The opportunity to wall off Jonas Fan with shards. This is perfect, it looks like. They'll lose Dendy in the meantime, though, and there's no shrine, but he still will survive. Storm Spirit level 4, no backup. Got Dove, but speaking of people dying, Handskin will run into General, and Battery Assault is definitely an ability. Level 2, right clicks, of course, with no base armor. It's not quite enough again. Legion Commander has been playing things a little bit fast and loose on in this game in general. But still surviving is all that counts. PS-wise, tied up, and oh, chains onto Dendy. Snowball's gonna slow down Limp a little bit, but Handskin's bolts do so much damage, and they're still gonna work with that Flame Guard to roast down Saniko. Not quite enough damage to get the kill there, but Dendy, please somebody tell me. Roaming Scarif Mage up against Roaming Tusk? We're gonna jump into a time machine for a little bit here. General is gonna wander into Limp, who does have a little bit of mana now with the stick charges, so he's not in any danger whatsoever. General's taking a lot of damage. Here's the jump forward is committed, though the snowball will buy them a couple seconds worth of time. Shards to block off Limp's escape. General put up cogs. That'll trap EGM. I don't think he has enough to no, he does. He's just gonna right click Saniko, looking for a clutch escape, but dies anyway. Although jump back in from Limp is gonna get them a return kill. 2 for 1 so far. PA now showing her face. Dendy with the ball is gonna get himself out of there. Handskin taking tower shots. Gotta watch out there, bro. And General with the flare, not quite enough. General does not have his level 6, and Pycat also, of all heroes, is going to show up without Metamorphosis. Action. They get it fine, if not, whatever. D, receiving a little bit of love over in the mid lane. Same exact thing, pretty much. Oh, Jonas Fan, he's going to drop! And the hookshot would have canceled the TP anyway. He's smoked up. Is anyone else smoked up? Did they all just not smoke? Hookshot in is off the mark from General. Still flares, sees 2, realizes he probably shouldn't be here. Gets leashed down, but with the cogs, they'll respect the Clockwork's defensive power and back off, but the jump is there. Snowball will catch Limp, shards the block as well. He does still have a lot of juice, plus with the shrine. Navi have overcommitted here. Walrus Punch onto Limp. They'll try to focus him down, but a huge overwhelming odds from Handskin is going to destroy Saniko. And now the taunt in onto the Terrorblade. The cogs go up, protecting the Terrorblade by quite a bit, and he's going to go down, but it will not be a dual win. Still for Navi, they've run out of gas. The Clockwork's going to be leashed down. He's going to try to make it out, but the overwhelming odds again will crush the health pool of that poor Tin Man. You have Metamorphosis up again, just go in towards the other lane. Saniko, though, in mid is in a little bit of a pickle. Silence now, and with the flare, oh my god, he's super dead. So dead. Notice some fans sitting on an observer ward, has a lot of backup behind him. Dendy knows and sees everything. Does he actually want to fight this? He's gonna jump in towards Legion Commander, but now the Io gonna jump in as well. Reflection does go up, as will the Metamorphosis. Here comes the Snowball and the Tusk. That'll be 2 dropping instantly in General. He found himself his target finally. It's Handskin in the cogs and down. Limp off to the side. Gotta respect that if you're Alliance. Your combo of the Skyrath doesn't land. Well, they're gonna try to go for Pygat, but a quick snowball from Saniko is gonna get him a little bit of extra time to get that Sunder off. He is gonna run out of his Metamorph though. Limp is low on mana. Can they kill off Pycat? By the way, people are dying elsewhere. General seems like he maybe even trade for an IO. Legion Commander still. They're going to wander off to the lane. They'll see a couple of eyeballs. And oh no, not this again. I remember this. He's going to get pushed out of the cogs, but gets punched in the air. And Hanskin going to fall. Dendy looking for a little bit more. You know that there should be a couple heroes perhaps in the area. They'll see Loda, confirm him, but know that EGM's the one that they have to take care of, because the relocate's the only way they get out of this safely. EGM is going to tether away. Loda's going to get a rock dropped on his skull. He's going to jump in towards Biver to try to get himself out of there, but there's a snowball, there's lightning balls, there's all sorts of balls here on Navi. Knowing that there is no hook shot, there is no chaotic offering, obviously. We'll move in. Snowball is going to disperse smoke on everyone and stun 3 heroes on the incoming. Saniko already with a huge opening. We'll get flared for his troubles, but that will probably get the Jonas fan. No, it'll be Limp doing a lot of damage over towards that terribly, but Dendy's going to jump in with General, get an instant double, and now looking for a third is he's going to chase down Hanskin off to the south. It's going to be Biver trying to handle Limp. Not going to happen. General and Dendy now converging onto this Ember Spear, who doesn't have any remnants left. He get jumped in by his Storm friend or ally or what? No, it's an enemy for sure. Limp on the run. Hog's not really working out all that well. It's a little bit too well, then Dendy in general might see Hanskin, and then that's just an easier kill. Oh, Saniko actually saw him first. Jump in with the Walrus Punch. We've seen that before. Saniko will give his life for it. When you're a Tusk, man, you gotta go for it. And he's still gonna jump in really far into a dual flare. Gets baited by promises of kills. We'll get it, but they'll actually find Pycat in the back firing. Jump out from Limp. As General's going to secure the kill onto EGM. Snowball again. Saniko is unstoppable. Shards perfect again! That does not look like a tight wall, but it is apparently. Limp is stuck in a corner and will go down. General chasing after Hanskin will not catch. Big deal being able to get rid of this this ancient seal from the Skywrath Mage. Get rid of that and you probably guarantee yourself a Sunder unless you're dueled. EGM is almost dead, now dead, and then you get chained down. He has a little bit of mana, but oh, gets crushed by the Goomba Stomp of the Ember Spirit. We're looking for these pickoffs. Put some Observer Wards up. Find a Skywrath Mage. And Skywrath is going to get jump silence immediately down half HP. Dendy is going to almost get dueled by Jonas Fan, but it's slightly off the mark. They do still land a big flare onto Dendy. And with Loda arrival, with EGM, they will get the kill, and they're going to continue the fight now as the rock drops on 2 heroes in cogs, both stuck. Lotus the BKB is going to hold, is going to jump in. Where's the Terrorblade? He's right in the middle now, but it's a little bit too late. A lot of his allies have gone down. He's going to chase after Hanskin, jumped in, duel though, and crushed by the Ember. And now it's Biver trying to TP out of there. The damage is not enough. Warlock will survive, but almost dead. Dendy. Or just trickling in, like Pycat. Lions find himself a big one. Oh, Hanskin. Full of balls, spotted by General. He will not like what he sees, though. 3 heroes here. He'll put up some cogs. And a Blade Mail in case as well, and he'll jump in towards the neutrals with the flare. Almost going to do it. Dagger, is that lethal damage? No, not with the snowball. But General's still pretty screwed here as even more heroes come in. Now the duel onto Saniko. Okay, well, that was a cute snowball. Not quite what they needed, though. Biver not hit with the chains, but hit with the dagger, and Jonas Fan still on the hunt. Oh, Jesus, that's a crit. There was a hero here. I'm not really sure. Just a bloody splotch on the floor now. And one hero off in the middle of nowhere. Pick him off. See another one just coincidentally pick him off as well. And Navi just end up chain feeding Alliance. In a full team fight where 5 on Navi runs to 5 on Alliance. We expect Navi to have a slight favor there. When Alliance are able to, Illusions Dendy is going to dodge the duel attempt, going to jump in towards the Skywrath Mage, and now Loda and EGM both going to chase after the Storm Spirit. He's going to see everyone and get out of there. Limp in the meantime finds Biver, though, who we're looking for. Alliance instantly coming in with absolutely everyone. They're going to jump in shards to wall off the hill, at least try to, as they try to go for Jonas Fan instead, but Storm Spirit, he overcommitted. General's going to finally arrive with Pycat, but already 3 heroes are down. Dendy's going to respawn soon, but he is not in this fight right now, and that's what matters. They're going to try to look for Limp, who actually doesn't have any more tools left, and he will go down. It's a 2 for 2 with that Aegis. Forced out of fortification first. Storm Spirit and Clockwork means that Alliance have got to be sweating their positioning right now. Pycat will take a little bit of spam here. Soul Burn goes off towards that Skywrath Mage, gets Glimmer, but Dendy has the gem. Jumping from Loda is going to try to save his friendly Skywrath, but that was just a space creation tactic there by Dendy. Distracting everyone from Alliance, from Pycat. Let PieCat do his job versus what matters, those objectives. Like General kind of wants the team to consider going for Limp. Dendy. Well, his remnants are going to be popped by Loda, and he does have a gem, so Loda's now trapped. Where's the help? Loda's going to BKB, and he's going to try to turn around. Snowball is there to buy Sneeko a little bit of time. He will eventually jump out of there, but that's BKB forced out on the Phantom Assassin. That means that the doors are wide open for Navi to make a fight. As they jump in towards Hanskin, there's no cogs, though. He's just going to get shredded by the flare, making it even exchange so far. The Golem does absolutely nothing, although Sneeko's looking for a little bit more. Jumps forward. That was chains used for nothing. Dendy's now going to jump forward. He's going to find an IO isolated, although he is going to get some help from Jonas and Fan. He's glimmered and everything. That still is not going to do that much against the gem from Dendy. Snowball right clicks. It's delayed and glitched out as all hell, but it's still a kill. Navi make another visibility like that. Is ruined. Not really what you want to be doing. PieCat separated from his allies. Lincoln Sphere popped by one of those trash bells. BKB forced out really early. Now dueled up. And he's going to take so much damage here. Wall's going to give him a little bit of help. And the duel is going to fizzle. But PieCat, oh, will get the Sunder off onto Limp, forcing him to jump out. And now standing strong. The Lotus is going to start critting into this Terrorblade. Not dead just yet. Denny's going to arrive. Won't be able to save his Terrorblade, but he's going to clean up everyone in the back end. It's a triple kill as Terrorblade, just as a red herring. And you got to worry about the Storm Spirit. He just picked off absolutely everyone in the back lines and is looking for one more. Speaking of picking off the back lines, Legion Commander looking to get in with the help, but gets flattened by Snowball. A little bit too late there. Although Limp's going to arrive. TP out. That's not going to happen, I don't think. Oh, it will happen. Solar Crest evasion gets 2 procs at the end. Sneeko is playing well, but Lions can contest. Roshan is going to be pretty well timed here with Navi's ultimate cooldown on the Warlock. Although, Sneeko is going to get jumped. Ember Spear taking a lot of damage. He will cleanse it all off with that Echo Shell. They'll try to disengage, although this is a really good spot for Alliance to be in positional-wise. The Rock is going to drop onto Loda. The right push from PieCat can hit pretty hard with MKB, but they slaughter Pivot in the back end. General kind of whipped his cogs there. Dendy going to jump in, looking towards Loda a little bit more, gets the pull back, and will get the kill. Off to the north is General, chasing after Hanskin. Lands a silence onto Dendy, but he can't really do anything about that. He cleans himself off of that silence, and Dendy will get another one. Now chasing after a little bit more. Spirit Aspects, Civil War here. Limp will jump out really far. IO just can't go for these split push plays. There is a Clockwork on the other side. There's a Storm Speed on this side. You try, you put yourself at so much risk. Excuse me. PieCat Lincoln Sphere popped, shards, everything is flying about. But ultimately, this tower still taking a little bit of damage here. The Alliance will lose it. Not much of a response from them. Echo Shell on the illusion of Terrorblade. Sure. Well, jump in from Limp into the backlines, chains 2 of them up, and is able to effectively dodge. Oh, the Echo Shell protected the Snowball, actually. That's really inconvenient for Limp. And now the Rock drops onto Loda in the back end, though. It's PieCat and Dendy driving everyone else away. They separate Loda, and they're able to catch up to him and essentially pick him off. That Lotus was so bad for Limp. He just didn't seem to realize that Snowball was what happened there, and he was kind of just stuck there, not right-clicking, not doing any damage. Now the jump back in, looking towards the IO. Once again, Glimmer Cape gonna buy him a little bit of space. Duel with the flare is gonna kill off Denny, but that's only his first life. It's still dual damage for PieCat, or for Jonas Fan rather. PieCat does not have his Metamorphosis, so he's gonna have to wander into melee up against Limp. Is gonna get the chainstun help. Snowball again from Limp, got that reflected. The Snowball is gonna be back. That's just a visual bug, I think. Like there's no one in that Snowball. Also, the Cog's gonna shove Jonas Fan back. He did not expect that, nor did I. Cog's perfect. Now the hook shot back in towards Limp as everyone's going to swarm this Ember Spear, try to take him down. The heals from EGM and the relocate, not enough. As they take him down just a millisecond before the relocate sticks with no buyback. Navi will finally claim victory. It was not exactly a clean one. A little bit of a whack-a-mole game for them that was a little bit hard to catch up to, but oh man. I did not expect.
Remember, if you'd like to support our channel, check out our sponsor, lootcase.gg. Open cases, win loot, and have fun. Use code MidasHim for a 15% deposit bonus.